bubbles. I don't understand how to live. Legit, there's... I don't understand. I don't want bubbles. Okay. Yeah. What if we make this a dream? Hello? I am attempting to go live! Yay! Let me close the door in case somebody else in the house walks by. Yes! So, I'm back from VidCon, and one of the biggest things at VidCon was everything is live stream now. Live stream, live stream, live stream, live stream, live stream. So, I'm attempting to get live streaming figured out. But then I was also jonesing for something to eat out of my sweet bin and too lazy to film a video. So this is something that I got in LA. It's a Owie Hi-He Spud bar. It was really good. It wasn't, admittedly I didn't learn as much as I thought I would learn. I found that the sessions were either like way above me or way below me. So I would say my knowledge doesn't come through my videos because I'm impatient and make quick videos. But a lot of the stuff, I'd go to like a learning session on the creator floor and I'm like, I already know this. Like, based on the description, I'm like, oh, I'm going to learn a lot in this session. Then I go and they're like, you got to make sure you have a microphone. I'm like, well, I know I need a microphone. But I only had a creator badge, not industry badge, which is like the good badge to have. But it was fun. I didn't pay, so I had a great time. If I had saved up and flown from Nova Scotia to Anaheim, I may have been more disappointed. Would I recommend someone else go? Depends what you want to get out of it. A lot of people seem to just want to have fun and like go to talks and see creators rather than I was there because I wanted to learn. So, yeah. I mean, they have it every year, so you can always save up and go, but it was very busy. But it was good. I saw a few creators that I know, and I was like, oh, there's Fun for Louie walking by. And then I was in one session on the Saturday, and what is his name? BF versus GF was just like standing around. I'm thinking, no one's harassing that guy, and he has 10 million followers. So I don't even know who KBD Productions is. KBD Productions. No, him. Yes, I know who he is. No, I didn't meet him. I didn't know if he was there or not. Admittedly, I don't subscribe to him. I know who he is. He does, like, all the fast food stuff. There's, like, 25,000 people there. And admittedly, I was a bit naive in thinking I would find it easier to meet other food people than I did. Because I went to, like, the general networking, and then I went to any food-related sessions, but there wasn't a lot of food, so admittedly I didn't research, like, who else was going to kind of, like, seek people out when I was there to do food stuff. But when I was in LA, I bought a whole ton of snacks that we can't get here. And, oh, that's nice. He's in Ontario, though, isn't he? Aren't you in Ontario, too? And, yeah, I went to a whole bunch of different snack places, so that was really fun to have a bunch of stuff. Oh, for some reason I thought you were in Ontario. You know, there's another small YouTuber. He doesn't do snacks specifically, but he eats a lot, calls himself Maple Life now. It used to be Maple Poon. You should hook up with him and do a collab. I do watch his videos. He's very small as well. He is in... Look him up in Maple Life. I only knew about him because he started commenting on my videos. And now I watch him all. He actually live streams all the time. He live streams what he eats. So I don't know. It says the candy bar that makes Idaho famous. And I got it. There's like a little store in LA. It's called Galco's Grocery or European Grocery. And virtually the entire store is different sodas or different pops. So it's literally pop from around the world. I have a heck ton to try, but I'm going to do that as a better live stream versus this. I'll just do as a quick live stream. And then they also had some snacks there. So I think this is literally something that's like a famous chocolate bar in Idaho, which I've definitely never been. But when I touch it, it's really squishy. So I don't know if it's going to be chocolate per se, because everything in the States is called candy bars, not chocolate bars. Coconut sugar. Oh, there is cocoa powder in it, so there is some sort of chocolate in it. But it's weird. It's almost like a marshmallow. Maybe it's like Eat More. It feels thicker than Eat More. And if people aren't from Canada, Eat More is like a bunch of peanuts. Broken peanut pieces with like, I don't know, what would it be? Chocolate, toffee, caramelness? They're good, but hard to explain. They also had, my man friend, when we were at this store, the Galco store, they had strawberry Charleston Chew, which I'd never seen in Canada. And it was very good. It definitely tasted like, I mean, I would describe it as fake strawberry. That sounds negative, but it tasted like cheap strawberry ice cream. It was a really good strawberry flavor. I never saw that before in Canada, at least. Oh! So it's actually chocolate covered with coconut on the outside. And, I mean, it survived the flight, the 2 flights back from California, so it's a little breaking up. That's fine. I think it's marshmallow. You've never had Charleston Chew? It's really good. It's basically like toffee, I guess I would describe it as. Have you ever had Abba Zaba from the States? Kind of like that. It's not my favorite, because if I'm going for a candy bar, I get a chocolate bar because I love chocolate. But give it a shot. Okay, so this is like, woo. It's definitely chocolate coated with coconut. And, oh, I kind of like peeled apart. My smartphone, yeah, it's just like coconut, not flour. My smartphone quality is very poor on the front camera, but you can get the idea. So it's kind of like the center of a Viva Puff cookie. You know how they have like a marshmallowy center to the cookie? Smells like that too. But there's no wafer in it like a Viva Puff cookie. It's just like a general cookie. It's good. The chocolate and coconut flavors are like the mostly strong flavor. You don't taste much mallow. Admittedly, I'm not a huge fan of marshmallows in this texture, like the cookie texture of them. But this definitely isn't super strong, and the mallow, I don't know if you can see, but it's chocolatier. It's not white. It's pretty good. Yes, I think I have had the Nestle Smarties bar. I can see why people like this. It's kind of like snowballs in Newfoundland or in the UK. But I'm pretty sure the mallow has chocolate in it as well. Now that I've eaten a piece, let me see what the internet says. Idaho Spud. Wow, it's been around since 1918. Yeah, the marshmallow part is flavored. A bit chocolatey is too. So maybe that's why I like it better than just like the Viva Puff type marshmallow. Because it does have a cocoa flavor to it as well. And I would say the chocolate is bigger than you would think it is. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it any further other than sitting here and eating it. I'm excited for my day off work tomorrow. So what types of things do you mash up then? Yeah, I literally never saw this. There's like a independent candy store here that often brings in stuff from other places, and I don't think they even had it here. And now it's all over my already dirty desk, so I'll just keep eating the little chocolate bits. I don't know, it's because if this is like melted, it's a little bit soft, which I like. An Oreo in Gatorade does not sound very enjoyable. The very first video I did, and I think I have it hidden now, was making SpaghettiO cupcakes with Cheez-It frosting. And it was surprisingly edible, but it definitely wasn't good. So you can be surprised by the combinations that you can make. I found the recipe online. It was interesting. And then another thing that's very East Coast, if you're out in Alberta, is donair dip. I made that video, but I never posted it just because it was someone else's recipe, and then I decided to do more like trying snacks rather than like cooking things. But it's good. Hot donair dip is what it's called. This lady here in Halifax does it, and her name is M is for Mummy. She has a huge, or is for Mummy, and she has a huge following, and her donair dip is excellent. But I know donair dip is an acquired taste. You know what? When I was in, when I was in LA, I meant to buy even just the chocolate Hershey Kit Kat to compare to the Canadian Kit Kat, because I did manage to find, as you can see, my office is just like covered in candy. I did manage to find in the States, surprisingly, American strawberry Kit Kats. And this is actually, I didn't get this in LA, I got this in Maine, which is close to me. And I do still have some Japanese strawberry Kit Kats left, so I was going to try it compared to that, because I'm going to try to do more comparison videos, as people seem to really like those rather than just trying videos, and then stick to live stuff for trying things. But then I did forget to buy a Kit Kat, so I'm going to have to ask someone to grab me one. And actually, I think I know someone in the States right now, so I should ask them if they can do that. So if you're just signing in, I tried Idaho Spud. I am Canadian, and I have never heard of this bar before in my life. I'm on the east coast of Canada. I've never been to Idaho. And then when I was in LA, I found one of these, and it's like a marshmallow bar, and it was chocolate mallow on the inside. It was really interesting. It was pretty good. There's a cookie in Canada that's really similar to this called a Viva Puff, except there's a wafer on the bottom. It's not just the mallow, and the mallow is white, but it has a chocolate and coconut coating. It was pretty good. I definitely get these again, but I don't think you can get these anywhere in Canada, because they're just like an independent candy company Idaho Candy Company, Boise, Idaho. I have watched some of your videos, DJ Tronic. I silently lurk the internet, so keep making videos. That's good. Find your little niche of what's different to do, and you will find some friends. But you should check out Maple Life in Calgary, and you should message him and see if he wants to do a collab with you or something. He's fairly small as well, so he may be willing to do something with you. I know he's admittedly haven't watched a video in like a month, but he was half in the middle of a move, so he might be busy right now. But if you just contact him through like his YouTube contact, he may be interested in doing something. He eats a lot. Like, he live streams a lot of his meals, and he cooks a lot of stuff, and his stuff is really good. But yeah, this Idaho Spud, pretty good. I would definitely have another one. I'm not a huge mallow fan. I like marshmallows, but I don't like mallow and things. But the chocolatiness in this really made it. However, it does not look appealing now. I will blame that on me, because I did fly about 5,000 kilometers with it in my bag over 2 flights and an hour drive, leaving it in the car when it was hot in LA. So that's probably on me, but overall, it's pretty good. Let me see if I have anything else I haven't tried yet in my bin. I have a lot of Japanese Kit Kats. I tried most of these, I think. This is a wasabi one. Maybe I'll see if I can eat a whole one without reacting. I'm pretty sure this is a wasabi one. It's all written in Japanese. See, I have like a sack. Oh, I have these candies I never tried. I got a bunch of candies. I'm a huge Japanese candy fan. And I got a whole bunch of candies from Japan and Epcot, which is kind of strange, but you know, when you can't go to Japan, you go to Epcot, Japan, because your parents live in Florida. So I think this one is flavored green tea mochi. I'm not a huge mice. Do I have mice? Oh, Mike. Doy. Thank you. It was a gift. I'm not a huge matcha fan. Oh. It is like mochi. It's gelatinous in the center with like a white chocolate flavored with green tea external. I'm not a huge matcha person, but I don't mind this. Yeah, the coffee ones are really good. The M&M coffee. They may bring them to Canada. I don't know. I'm just not a green tea person in general, but this is actually pretty good. The gelatinous part is probably a little firmer than I've had in like real mochi, but admittedly it's been a while since I've had actual like ice cream mochi or homemade mochi, so, and I mean it's a packaged treat. I mean, I can't even recommend them because the name is literally all in Japanese. I threw out the bag with the English translation. Really? That's awesome. I've yet to have any products sent to me from companies, but I'm always open to the idea of getting comped things. Did you tweet at them? Do you think that's why they saw your video? Sometimes I put stuff out, but I don't always go through the effort to find companies' Twitters to tweet them. Geez, you're doing better than me. Do you approach them, or do you they just stumble upon your videos? So there's new people joining, very excitedly. We have tried the Idaho Spud in review. It's chocolate mallow inside with chocolate and coconut outside. And it was actually pretty good. Definitely not something I can get here in Canada. I definitely have it again. The chocolate mallow was good. Now I'm trying a bunch of Japanese candies I have. This one, it looks like chocolate in the picture, but I think it's going to be chunks of ginger. It's like a little hard candy seashell. The company for Idaho Spud is Idaho Candy Company. And their address is just www.idahospud.com. Admittedly, I never looked them up. It's just I saw them in the Galcos in LA. Thought, I'm going to try that too. This candy might be like fudge flavored. I Google Translate it, but I'm live on my phone, so I can't use my translator. Kasugai. Kind of has like a menthol taste. Honestly, don't know what flavor that's supposed to be. No, I have not had the DQ Triple Truffle Blizzard. I don't really like ice cream to be like super chocolatey, and I also don't go to DQ a lot. I make my own ice cream. Or I do really, really, really like Haagen-Dazs ice cream. When I was in downtown Disney last week, they had a Haagen-Dazs store, and I was really excited. Because Haagen-Dazs isn't huge here. And it's like $7 a tub. Usually just vanilla. Okay, I really can't discern what flavor this is. I'm going to look up online. Kasugai candy flavors. There's kind of like a menthol bit to it. It might be ginger, but it's not gingery per se. Yeah. The package came with multiple flavors in it. So there's like, that's obviously a matcha one. This is the mystery one. Where did I just put that bag? In here. We don't have as many Asian grocers here as other places, at least Japanese, so it's harder to get Japanese stuff here. And I love Japanese stuff. I don't mind coffee candy. I don't drink coffee anymore. I'm off coffee. I drink decaf, so I don't really seek out coffee stuff anymore. This is a hard candy, not a gummy candy. Let me see here. Hard candy. Asian food grocers. Oh yes, I have had those Kopiko coffee candies. I have. They're pretty good. Are they technically Russian? Our friend has his family has an Asian grocery store, mainly Filipino, and they've had the Kopikos, and they've also had the White Rabbit candies, which are really good. So he always gives me things to try, and it's pretty good. Kopiko Kasuga hard candy flavor. It's hard to like suck a hard candy and be polite. Oh, it's Malaysian. Maybe it is Filipino. Maybe that's why I have it. Okay, here we go. This is totally the same picture. Ame matcha green tea, no. Kuro ame, lychee, and ume plum. So it must be kuro ame, which I have no idea. Oh, Japanese black sugar. It's sticky, unlike other Kasugai candies we sampled. Mine wasn't sticky, but it's probably 6 months old. It's a charged hint. It's bitter with a rush of sweet tinge. Overall, it seems familiar, yet is boldly foreign. So, it is very strong, almost like a menthol flavor. And it is sweet like black sugar. I kind of thought it was almost like fudge. So I guess that makes sense that it's rush, rich, sweet tinge. And it does seem familiar because it is kind of like menthol and sweet. Yet it is boldly foreign, as the website says. That one was really good. Kasugai Kuro Ame, Kuro space AME candy. I got it in a pack with different flavors, but the website I found with like that picture on it was just in a pack of just that flavor. I'm surprised. I didn't think I would like it, and I definitely liked it. I don't know what black sugar is. Japanese black sugar. Literally have like coconut from the Idaho Spud in my keyboard now. I know. I guess Calgary, you're quite far from the border. I was going to say, you should get someone to bring you back one. What is Japanese black sugar? What is black sugar in Jody's Kitchen? It's a common ingredient in Asian cooking, but when I show black sugar to my Western guests, they get very, is that brown sugar? Black sugar is healthier, more tasty than white processed sugar. Brown sugar has a few of the benefits of black sugar, but isn't really good. It can look quite similar to brown sugar, but black sugar is even darker, almost black. Black sugar is popular in Taiwan. No TNT markets here. We have some TNT products in our superstore, but we don't even have Great Canadian Superstore. We have Real Atlantic Superstore. So we get some TNT stuff, but very little. We have some independent, like Chinese grocers, because there's quite a few universities here, so people come over from China and other Asian countries. So obviously there's a market for people to get taste from home, but there isn't a huge multi-generational Asian population here. The neighborhood I work in, there's a lot of Asian people, and there's independent groceries because that's by the universities, but the neighborhood I live in, the only one I know of is the one my friend's family runs, and that's Filipino. Many women like to eat chocolate for comfort during their period, but Japanese women like to eat black sugar. I guess I'll have to look up, see if I can get black sugar. It says it's not refined sugar. It contains molasses plus potassium, iron, calcium, and other minerals. So it does sound like brown sugar, because brown sugar is just white sugar with molasses put back in it, but I don't think there's any other nutrients put back in it. But I'm still stuck on the candy. The candy's pretty good. Not bad. If you need any sugar to have your tea, I'd rather choose black sugar than processed sugar. So this candy is apparently the miracle black sugar flavored elixir. I'll have to try to see if I can track down some black sugar here and try that. Huh. So that's it, I guess. That's been half an hour. Summation, Idaho Spud, 2 Canadian Maple Canada Day, thumbs up. It's mallow with chocolate and coconut on the outside, and the chocolate is quite thick. The mallow is slightly coconut flavored. And yeah, that is definitely something different in a candy bar that we can't really get in Canada. Admittedly, we call all our bars in Canada chocolate bars because 99% of them have chocolate on them too. Yes, I actually did a video of the cookie dough bites and like cupcake bites or something. I filmed it. Admittedly, they looked disgusting. When I tried them, did not like them, but then when I filmed it, my camera was out of focus, so I didn't bother posting it because I didn't like them and it was out of focus, so it seemed pointless to make someone watch a blurry video of me saying something's gross. But you never know, it may show up when I'm desperate and don't have videos. I'm going to change. I usually post twice a week. I'm going to switch to posting only one video a week, but I'm going to try to post more live stuff. My Pez collection, right there. So as you can see, there's more there than even ends up being in the background of my videos because they won't all fit in the frame, but I thought it was a pretty good background. But as you can see, this is my office and I can almost like reach across it. So filming space, very small, but I make do. No complaints. I mean, not everyone has an office, so yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back to my regularly scheduled life, which is almost bedtime because it's 8 o'clock here and I usually go to bed at 10, and enjoy my very awesome day off work tomorrow because it's a holiday in Canada. And I think most people are treating tomorrow as a holiday in the States too. So I have a lovely long weekend, Canadian and Americans. And I'll see you next time. Bye.